First up today is something I actually missed when Smolder was initially released, so I thought maybe some of you guys had too, and I'd share it on here. Now, I don't know if Riot's ever done something like this before, but Smolder actually has a 1% chance of saying a certain voice line in his Joker mode. Have a listen.
Well, my mom works for Riot, and she's gonna ban you.
Riot Kdan, one of the producers on Smolder, had this to say on the emote. He pitched to the team as a joke, but they actually loved it, so they put it in. Again, it's only a 1% chance of him saying it, so you may have to spam joke a few times to hear it in game. Personally, I love stuff like this, kind of the more unserious side of Riot, and wish or hope they'll continue to do more stuff like this in the future. Next up, in a super wholesome story, ADC legend Rekkles played his first game for T1 challenges in the last couple of days versus KDF Academy. Upon taking the win, the entire team flashed the Fnatic emote as a nod to Rekkles' old team. Check it out.
Renata ult is down, they have 2 minions. Oh, the root again by Rekkles! Oh my god, they just won off one team fight. GG! Yo, they smashed them after that. Bro, his fucking... They all had the Fnatic emote, you saw that?
A good bit of wholesome Korean culture. Moving on, the Midbeast and Baus $5,000 bet on who can climb the highest on EUS hit a very, well maybe not very, but an outcome that almost roadblocked the bet. Lasting like a day, I believe, Baus received a 2-week ban after dying 16 times on Galio. In his defense, he did do the most damage on his team, but I mean 16 deaths is 16 deaths. However, in an actual unexpected turn, Baus has well and truly caught up in the race and actually taken over Midbeast in win rate. Currently sitting at Diamond 1 with a 72% win rate, Baus has definitely stepped it up while Midbeast hit a bit of loser's queue. After suffering a loss streak, taking his win rate down to 69%, he has however just won 2 games and still holds the lead sitting at Masters 1 LP. Another 2 weeks remain to prove themselves though, so who knows who's gonna win. And just before I continue, if you've ever learned anything or been entertained by my videos, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. Thank you in advance. Up next is one that maybe not a lot of people are gonna want to hear. Riot has addressed the idea of ranked ARAM. From Cadmus on Reddit, he said ranked ARAM goes against the premise of ARAM and Riot want to keep it a for fun game mode for now. He did go on to say ARAM Clash is closer to what they want for a slightly more competitive ARAM experience, but it doesn't look like ranked ARAM will be coming anytime soon. I think this comes from the place that like if ranked ARAM ever comes around, regular ARAM sort of becomes a practice environment for ranked ARAM and just makes it more competitive than Riot wishes it to be, which I have to agree with. I do like that ARAM is just a fun and unwind game mode, which to be honest, League needs more of. Even Arena turned pretty sweaty. What do you think of Riot's stance on this? Moving on, the beloved creator Skinspotlights, who we've all used as a resource when considering purchasing skins, has put forth he doesn't know what's going to become of him once Vanguard rolls around because of how it impedes his recording tools. It would be an absolute shame to lose a creator of his caliber and dedication, so it was a relief to see Pew Pew Lasers address this directly on Reddit. On your screen is his response saying he is highly valued by Riot and they're actively looking for ways to mitigate Vanguard's impedance on his work. I hope they come to a mutual beneficiary and he's able to continue his valued work for years to come. And on to the main topic of today, Froxon has directly responded on Twitter to some LP concerns by sharing exactly how the changes they've made to the LP system in Season 14 should be working and what you can expect as you try to climb in rank. There was a whole bunch on Twitter, but luckily I'm here with a TLDR. This was kind of in response to Rangers, a consistently high ranked player on EU West who voiced concerns about his LP, saying he was getting plus 19 and negative 21, but with a 71% win rate. From this wall of text, he says gains in Emerald Plus are centered around plus or minus 20 LP or so, and below Emerald will be around plus or minus 28 LP. He does say spurts of plus 19, minus 21, or plus 21 and minus 19 should be normal, and that losing close to a tier boundary can affect gains in a negative way in Emerald Plus. The same can be expected of plus 27 and minus 29 and vice versa below Emerald. He does actually give us some pretty valuable assurance here as well, saying that if you're in Diamond Plus and are receiving prolonged periods of negative LP gains, to personally let him know so he can look into it. His Twitter link will be in the bio of this video. I did do a ton of research and reading about the new Season 14 LP stuff, so if you have any questions and can't be bothered reaching out to Froxon, comment on this video and I'll try to help too, but Froxon is probably the best approach for this if you're really experiencing trouble, but always be respectful. I do also have to say this new transparency and the way Riot has handled the start of this season, from the cinematic to balance changes, and their transparency overall has been fantastic. So if anyone from Riot is watching this video, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Anyway, that'll do it for the day. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!